Challengers, welcome to the show. You're about to witness a fascinating little social experiment. As it turns out, these fine specimen here have never even seen some of my very favorite classics. So I've decided to try a little experiment with them. It's not like they're really in a position to say no, is it? During the movie, the participants must decide who they would play as a character, should that movie ever be adapted into a real-life Dungeons & Dragons game. This week, my lovely little Canadian lab rats and I are going to be watching one of the most famous war movies in the world. For tonight, dear viewers, for the first time ever, we shall be watching the hypnotic Apocalypse Now. So, open a dwarven ale and join us, will you? And remember this, I love the smell of kobold wings in the morning. Enjoy! Cubicles number 1 through 4, please join in. Now then, for the people at home, please identify yourselves.
Hello, my name is Daphne and I live in the cryo chamber.
Hi, my name is Kira.
Hi, my name is Thomas, and that's it.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Oh, good to have you on board, Zach. I had a few problems with your predecessor. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to help me now that you're here. You see, I detected another show being broadcast from this very ship, my Chrono Cube, against my will. But this transmission appears to be going out live. Now, my Modrons and I have been trying to find the renegades behind this affront for days, but have yet to find the persons responsible. Perhaps you can help. Well, all of you at home, really. Simply visit the following stream of the Earth domain known mysteriously as Twitch, and watch some of the best games they've been playing. In secret, I might add. Help me identify the culprits behind this rebellion before it's too late, will you? Now then.
Well, I have some information. I think it's called Lost Chronomancy, and it's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday?
Yeah.
But we don't know who does it.
That's what I've heard, at least.
Well, maybe you can help me find them by visiting the Twitch site. Now then, this week we have arrived back in orbit around a warrior planet feared throughout the universe, known only as Terra. Appropriately so, my pets, for tonight we shall be watching the fascinating war classic, Apocalypse Now. So, what do you people know about this movie?
Is it about our future? Or something like that?
Or our present.
I think it's the past, actually.
I definitely know it's about an apocalypse.
Well, sure doesn't sound like it.
A film about the Vietnam War, Apocalypse Now famously experienced a rather troubled production, and it is a miracle that the movie made it to theaters at all. While they were shooting, a severe storm flooded their sets, carrying them away, causing major setbacks. Some of the actors you'll see here tonight experienced exhaustion from the constant heat of working in the jungle and had to be evacuated. And some of them, for realsies now, even lost their minds a little during filming, overcome by the haze of the subject matter. This was a tough shoot, to say the least, and the result is a truly remarkable descent into the heart of darkness. A sometimes hypnotic nightmare of what it must have felt like back then to be a young soldier sent to war in unfamiliar terrain. But this movie also features a coterie of famous actors you might have heard of before. See how many you can find. Here's a fun one for you. In this movie tonight, there is a very, very young Lawrence Fishburne. You might remember Lawrence Fishburne from The Matrix, playing Morpheus, the cool guy with the glasses, only 20 years later. In this movie, I believe he was only like 17. Try and spot him if you can. Now, pay close attention, my pets, for at the end of the movie, I'll be asking you which characters you'd wish to play should our sweet, sweet Patreon voters choose this movie to be the one we eventually adapt into a full-fledged D&D adventure. Now then, the film you are about to watch is a fascinating experience and is considered to be one of the most influential war movies of all time. So sit back and enjoy the show. And please, for all our sakes, try not to lose your minds tonight. At least, not just yet. Enjoy.
Whoa.
Damn.
That
Y'all are all
was
screwed, by the way, because I'm super good at finding all of the movie stars in other movies, as seen in Galaxy Quest.
I'm gonna try and give you a run for your money.
You can try, but
Have you seen what's happening in China?
China, Iran.
What about Ukraine?
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Yeah.
Ah, what a time to be alive.
Well, it's been like that for a long time.
Who said anything about being alive?
Oh shit.
That's why we went in
Dead this whole
space.
time.
Get away from all that.
Lawrence Fishburne is going to be my Jamie Lee Curtis.
Now, I have one thing to say. There's a lot of choppers in this movie.
Mm.
That's
A
it.
lot.
That was the comment.
An
Look at
astute
a Glock,
observation.
Tama.
A Glock.
Your favorite weapon.
Nice.
That's the sound my computer's been making, by the way.
Oh boy.
That's a bit weird.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that it's not the sound they make normally.
Oh, it's PTSD because he's remembering the helicopters
Oh.
because of the sound of the fan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Saigon. Shit. I'm still only in Saigon.
Pop quiz, Tama, where is Saigon?
I was
Somewhere?
gonna ask.
Is it in Vietnam? I think it is.
No clue.
Well done. It is.
When
Well,
was
It
I
is?
going
finished
after
high
my
school,
first
so
tour
I'm
as
pretty
well.
sure it was Vietnam. I'm a smart boy.
I have a diploma.
Yup. I lost it, but
I'd
I
wake
still
up and it'd be night.
obtained it.
Every
think we need to
minute I
get you a
stay in this room,
professional.
I get weaker. And every
I'm
minute
my
Charlie
own
squats in the
professional.
bush, he gets stronger.
Who is Charlie? And why is he squatting in a bush?
Oh,
Oh,
that's good to know.
Isn't Charlie used to say C? The letter C?
Yeah.
Good job.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Epsilon.
We all
I can't
need to
remember
say
what.
them. I'm just saying, like,
Florida.
wouldn't it be confusing if it were like, his
I'm sorry.
location of Charlie is in Charlie?
Staff.
party treat.
Yes.
Do not tell me you just pronounced Florida as.
I meant like Florida, like Florida, the singer.
Well,
Yeah, Florida. Isn't that how it said? I don't know. I'm a child, okay?
sometimes I also do
anger
karate
issues.
moves in my underwear.
I'm
And
always
he's
bleeding.
God damn.
That's some hardcore karate.
Oh, he's naked. Where does pants
He's
go?
bleeding quite a bit.
It's a lot of PTSD that just happened all in one scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Everyone gets everything he wants. I wanted a mission. And for my sins, they gave me one.
He talks like Batman in his movies when he talks to the camera.
It was a real choice mission. And when it was over, I'd never want another.
We're gonna take a shower, Captain. In we go. Now stand underneath this,
He doesn't like water.
I think they gave him a cold shower.
Well, I don't think he had a choice for hot water because they turned the thing on and he was already under it. There's no time for the hot water to come in.
Away and hundreds of miles.
Captain, have you ever seen this gentleman before?
No, sir.
Met the general or myself?
No, sir. Not personally.
That's Harrison Ford.
Oh, ah, really?
I
Do you
think.
not work for the CIA and ICOR?
It looks like him.
No, sir.
Did you
He
not
looks really
assassinate a
tall and
government tax
lanky.
collector? Quantry Province, June 18, 1968.
You shrink when you age.
Captain,
How dare you?
Sir,
We need a close up to his face.
such activity.
But you're feeling fit. You're ready for duty.
Well, yes, General. Very much so, sir.
Captain, I don't know how you feel about this shrimp, but if you'll eat it, you'll never have to prove your courage in any other way. Well, why don't I...
Sounds like good shrimp.
Here.
Yep.
Captain.
Luke, would you play that tape with the captain, please?
Yes, sir.
October 9, 0430 hours, Sector Peter Victor King.
These are monitored out of Cambodia. This has been verified
You're
as
right.
Colonel Kurtz's voice.
I watched.
He's so handsome.
Yeah, he even has the uneven smile.
That's
Village after village,
funny.
army after army,
He's beautiful.
and they call me.
He was then and he is now.
What do you call it
True that.
when the assassins accuse the assassin? Those nabobs.
It's a nabob.
Walt Kurtz was one of the most outstanding officers this country's ever produced.
Now he's crossed into Cambodia with this Montagnard army of his that worship the man like a god and follow every order, however ridiculous. So he took matters into his own hands.
Well, you see, Willard, in this war, things get confused out there. Power, ideals, the old morality, and practical military necessity. But out there with these natives, must be a temptation to be God.
That's a really good line.
Because
While we have a little break here, I just want to say the character played by Harrison Ford is named Colonel G. Lucas, as in George Lucas. The director of this movie, Francis Ford Coppola, decided to play a little joke on his director friend, George Lucas.
That's very
And doesn't George Lucas direct Star Wars?
Yes, Harrison Ford had starred in Star Wars just 2 years earlier.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
I know. That's why I'm telling you. It's to make the fun
No,
of it.
they look like they want to kill themselves.
She's just a baby.
I'm trying.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We forgive you.
If it can help, Harrison Ford plays Han Solo.
I know. Okay. Start the movie, là.
Le.
He does look a lot like Charlie Sheen, though. Strong
overcomes what
genetics.
Lincoln called the better angels.
I don't know who that is.
To be fair, me neither.
Breaking point. You
2.5 Men. Got kicked off the show for doing a bunch of drag.
gone insane.
No.
Well, it's Charlie's scene, so it's normal.
I feel like I'm not missing out on a lot.
Your mission is to proceed up the Nung River in a Navy patrol boat. Pick up Colonel Kurtz's path at New Mung Ba.
He looks a bit
Follow
like a
the
nerd
road
that
which
would
came
watch
along the
Star
way.
Wars.
That's true.
Find the
I'm in love with him.
Colonel, infiltrate the team by whatever means available, and terminate the Colonel's command.
He's out there operating without any decent restraint, totally beyond the pale of any acceptable human conduct. And he is still in the field commanding troops.
Terminate with extreme prejudice.
How many people had I already killed? But this time, it was an American and an officer.
It's fun when you learn that terrible people can be anything or anyone.
That wasn't supposed to make any difference to me.
Yup.
It's fun also when other nationalities are not people. Only Americans are.
Charging a man with murder in this place
Classic
was like handing
70s
out
film.
speeding
Well,
tickets
I
to
wouldn't
the
say
8500.
that it's fun, but yeah.
I took the mission.
To be fair, I think the point is not just that Americans see others as not being human, but that war does the same effect.
That is a good point.
You don't have a choice. If you feel for them, you won't shoot.
I was being
You'll
ferried
hesitate.
down the coast in a Navy PBR.
Yep.
Only problem was I wouldn't be alone.
Morning, Captain.
The crew were mostly just kids. Rock and rollers with one foot in their graves.
How old are you? 17.
Ah,
This,
damn.
The one they
this is
called Chef was from New
Fishburne.
He was wrapped too tight for Vietnam.
Is it?
Probably wrapped too tight for New Orleans. Lance on the forward 50s was a famous surfer
Oh.
from the beaches south
Oh
of LA.
man,
To look at him,
he's
you
the
would
first
believe
one
he
to
ever
die,
found a
I'm
weapon.
pretty sure.
We gave him a last name though.
Mr. Clean was from some South Bronx shithole, and I think the light
Poor
and the space of
Mr.
Vietnam
Clean.
really put the zap on his head. Then there was Phillips, the chief. It might have been my mission, but it sure as shit was the chief's boat.
About 6 months ago, I took a man who was going up past the bridge at Do Lung. He was regular army too. Heard he shot himself in the head.
God damn. That's fucked up.
There it is.
At first, I thought they handed me the wrong dossier. I couldn't believe they wanted this man dead. Top of his class, Korea, airborne, about 1,000 decorations, etc., etc.
Gross. He's so sweaty.
Well,
And it
it's
looks,
hot.
They said he had an
it
impressive
looks hot.
career. He was being groomed for one of the top slots in the corporation. General, chief of staff, anything. 1966, joins Special Forces. Returns Vietnam.
Hey, what's that?
Arc light. B-52 strike.
Arc light. Hate that. Every time I hear that, something terrible happens.
It was the air cab, first of the night.
That's them.
Our escorts to the mouth of the Nung River. But they were supposed to be waiting for us another 30 kilometers ahead. Well, air mobile. Those boys just couldn't stay put.
Damn. This is heartbreaking.
Yup.
Just keep running by. What's the television? Go look at the camera. Just keep going. Go on, keep going. It's the television. Go look at the camera. Go look at the camera. Just go by like you're fighting. Like you're fighting. Go look at the camera. It's the television. Just go through. Go through. Just go by. Keep on going. Go look. Go on. Keep going. Go look at the camera. Go on. Keep going. All right. Come on.
Death from above.
CEO's on that chopper.
I don't understand why they're all holding onto their hats, but they're not tied. Like, they have straps, like, just tie your hat.
Yeah, I found that annoying too.
Lieutenant, bomb that tree line back about 100 yards.
Oh, he looks like an asshole.
Ah, look at the
Look
hat.
like
He's
asshole.
the colonel.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
I understand the Trang has briefed you on the requirements of my mission.
What mission? I haven't heard from the train.
Sir, your unit's supposed to escort us into the Nung.
Well, we'll see what we can do, but just stay out of my way till this is done, Captain. Let's see what we have. 2 spades, 3 3 of spades, 4 diamonds.
Oh my
Is the
god.
one with a jack and a whole bunch. Hey, Captain! What's that?
Discard!
What?
Discard! Let Charlie know who did this!
Poor kid.
I don't think that's a movie we're gonna talk a lot.
Do they kill a bunch of people and then they leave cards on them to be like, haha, we killed them?
No, it's to send a message so he knows that they killed those people.
It's a scare tactic.
Yeah, but that's inhumane.
Well, war isn't very human in general.
Yeah, but war is dumb.
Yep.
Any man brave enough to fight with his guns strapped on him can drink from my canteen any day. Hey, Colonel, I think one of those sailors is Lance Johnson, the surfer. Wait here, you sure? Lance Johnson, the surfer? Yes, sir.
That's Lawrence Fishburne.
Well, it's an honor to
Yeah.
meet you, Lance. I've admired your nose riding for years. None of us are anywhere near your class, though. No way. We do a lot of surfing around here, Lance. I like to finish operations early. No way.
God damn.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
I'm gonna be honest, the way this is going, it might not be a good thing to rewatch a film like this in terms of reaction. We're all kind of stunned into silence like 75% of the time.
Je me sens plus mal pour la vache que tous les autres personnages que j'ai vus jusqu'à date.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Why
my
is that?
God.
Ça devrait
He's
pas être
being
dans le ciel comme
hoisted.
ça.
Ouais, pas à sa place, là.
Elle devrait pas être dans le ciel.
Parce que les autres ils ont une compréhension que c'est la guerre puis que ça allait probablement arriver. Cette vache-là est dans le ciel puis elle se dit qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
La vache-là est innocente.
Que,
Elle est
oui.
en train de voler.
Elle comprend pas elle. Personne
The
qui
real
peut lui
victims
Elle
of
doit
war.
voir la ride de sa vie, là. Ça doit être
Maybe-
cool, là,
maybe
se
they're
faire
enjoying the
suspendre
joke.
dans
Oh,
l'air de même.
look. She's saying,
Oh,
oh,
Never mind.
Oh, man.
She was not having it.
Oh,
It's
poor
terrible.
cow.
Kilgore had a pretty good day for himself. They choppered in the T-bones and the beer and turned the LZ into a beach party. The more they tried to make it just like home, the more they made everybody miss it. He was one of those guys that had that weird light around him. You just knew he wasn't going to get so much as a scratch here.
Yeah, we'll pick your boat up and put it down like a baby right where you want it. I can take that point and hold it just as long as I like, and you can get any place up that river that suits you, young captain. What is it, soldier?
Well, I mean, it's pretty hairy in there. It's Charlie's point.
Charlie, don't surf!
God damn.
Wait, they're actually going surfing?
Sure looks like it.
I do not understand these people.
They want to surf. Why wouldn't they do it?
Hey, Jesus,
Mhm.
clean, you ain't gonna
Sure,
believe
pop
this.
off.
Look.
Gotta keep your morale up.
Yeah.
Do something for
Surfing's
yourself.
pretty cool.
How you feeling, Jimmy? Let's go!
Is this where more people die?
Probably.
You think his job is just to play the trumpet?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So you can tell people I've been through hell, I've been at war, it was terrible, and he was just the guy playing the trumpet.
Yeah, I went to Vietnam, man.
I'm sorry to anyone who plays the trumpet, I don't mean anything by it.
Disclaimer.
I mean no harm.
It's a wonderful instrument.
Very hard to play.
I've played it actually in high school.
Yeah?
Yeah, me
You
too.
played the trumpet in high school?
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
Mandatory music class.
Some new information has come to light regarding Zachary Delorme.
I made
What
a
a
girl
fucking-
cry once when I was playing the trumpet.
Oh.
I'm pretty ashamed of it.
That's not surprising.
At least you're self-aware.
Yep. She cried a lot.
Really? Yeah, how come all you guys sit on your helmet?
We don't get our balls blown off.
That's foreshadowing.
Yep.
Oh no.
Make it loud. Into the Romeo Foxtrot, shall we dance?
No. I think that's a very interesting scare tactic, in all honesty.
Well, they just want to go surfing. It's not a scare tactic
I
at
feel
all.
like I'd play like death metal if I wanted to really scare them.
Yeah. But there
it-
wasn't that metal. Well, was there? I'm not sure.
Probably. It was the 70s.
Yeah, but
doesn't-
70s it was like more Black Sabbath and they created metal, but not themselves, but the bands after that, so I'm not too sure about
No, shut the fuck up. Not you, Tama.
Shut the fuck up, Tama.
Sorry.
that. Alright.
Sorry, I just have
Got it.
like, I just have a heart the fact that they're all coming that, and then it just pans over to a school. Like this movie's breaking my heart in ways I didn't even know it could break.
So what are they going to do? Are they about to shoot everyone?
Yeah, it sounds like they have.
Just go surfing, like peacefully go surfing. I wish they could do that.
Yeah, if they were all friends, it'd be like, hey man, mind if we borrow your beach for the day?
Well, never mind.
But then again, it's kind of dumb because like they're the ones who are in a foreign country. Like they're the ones that intruded. So like it's a natural response for the like natives to react, isn't it?
I'm unsure of how it started the Vietnam War. Like I don't know off the top of my head how it began.
It feels like an American kind of move to just show up and be like, yeah, we're taking control here.
Daph, I understand your point. There's always a reason, or at least they need a reason, to convince the other Americans that they're doing this for a good reason. So there's always something. Like I think there was a dictator or something in Vietnam and they wanted to free them, and apparently that's how they're doing it. I don't know, but there must be something.
That's a good excuse. I don't think that redeems it.
It was allegedly an unprovoked attack on 2 U.S. destroyers by North Vietnamese torpedo boats in the Gulf of Tonkin in '64. Allegedly.
Yeah, but then why did they attack? There must have been some tension or something, some disagreements.
Yeah. This is giving me very Normandy Beach.
Yeah. What's the movie? Saving Private
Ryan.
Yeah, that one.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I've just seen clips.
Oh, damn. Oh. Gee. That looks hurtful. Oh, his leg is ripped off. Holy
But below
shit.
the knee. But below the knee, which is good. As far as
there was
like,
a lot of
being
blood
good.
above the knee.
That doesn't look good at all.
I know, but
Goddamn.
as good as spontaneous amputations go,
Oh my god, it's a kid.
God damn.
Fucking savages.
Fucking savages, you're the one that just came in.
I mean, that was the
Just
problem
for
with Vietnam. You couldn't know who were the enemies, so you just had to kill everyone, and that's what they did, and that's terrible. But they kind of...
I think they thought that she threw in a bomb.
God damn.
But isn't going after civilians like a war crime?
None of the civilians throw grenades in your things.
Yeah, but they took her parents first. Like her parents were prisoners.
No, I
Yeah,
think
but
the
why
woman
did
ran
she have a
up and they were
grenade?
like, "What do you want? What do you want?" And she tossed, and then her daughter came up and was like, "Oh, my mom!" And then and then they opened fire on her. That's what they thought she did.
It doesn't even crouch.
Good waves.
You want to surf, soldier? Yes, sir. That's good, son, because you either surf or fight. That's clear.
Oh.
How is he so chill?
It probably
He's
doesn't
used to
care
it.
anymore.
Oh!
God damn.
If I say it's safe to surf this beach, Captain, it's safe to surf this beach. I'm safe to surf this fucking place.
God damn.
Does he have a bib? That was nice.
Yeah. It's a
He's
nice
been-
action.
Yeah, he's been very considerate for like civilians, people who are there. Obviously, he can't control the overall actions of his troop, but
I think he also has orders that are kind of
yeah,
bomb
but
this,
you
bomb
see
that.
him. He's not. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
He literally invaded a whole village just to go surfing.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
not that nice.
that's what happened.
No, he needed to go to drop off the boat, but he never would have been able to drop off the boat because they would have gotten gunned down.
But he's still just like everyone's getting killed, and he's just like, I want to go surfing.
Yeah, because he's used to it, and you gotta have fun, or else they kill themselves.
You gotta
feel
have
like-
fun when you're killing people.
Not
I feel
when
like
you're
this is
killing
also-
people, but in
That's pretty much
between
what's going
the
on,
killings.
Zach. That's not in between the killings. I'm sorry, but that's during the killings.
This is giving.
I mean, he
big
doesn't have his
coping
gun while he's surfing, just shooting people on his board.
You exhaust me.
Okay, but
Kiki, I don't know how you do it.
he's coping. Like clearly, he's coping. He's found something that brings him joy in something that is truly terrible, and he's using it as a coping mechanism for him and his troop.
Napalm, son. Nothing else in the world smells like that. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
What's napalm?
You don't want to know.
I don't.
No.
You know that gasoline smell? A whole hill. Smells like victory.
Daphne, if you want to know what napalm is, it is gasoline that sticks to the skin.
She didn't
Yeah,
want to know.
I didn't want to know. I just don't think human people should be able to do this.
Well, keep living in your own world, where nothing bad happens to no one.
I sure will.
To be fair, both my parents were in the Navy.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Were you forced to go to war for the Vietnam War?
I think so.
Yeah, I think mandatory enlistment at a certain age.
Yep. 17, I think? Or
Yeah,
16?
17 sounds right.
because the other guy was 17.
He stole the colonel's surfboard.
And they waited for the surfboard, but not the guys?
That's pretty funny.
I don't understand what just happened.
He stole the colonel's surfboard.
Why?
Because he wouldn't shut up about surfing.
Oh. So now they're on their way to kill the other guy?
His name is Colonel Kurtz.
Oh, Kurtz. Never mind. I had the T and the Z.
Who names their child that?
How do you...
I think that's the last
It's
name.
his last name.
It's pretty weird.
It's even worse. Means multiple people in that family are stuck with that name.
Oh boy.
That colonel guy again.
He's back. He's here for the fucking Bored.
No.
You know how hard it is to find a board you like. He's a determined motherfucker,
It's a pre-recorded message?
That's so funny.
We'll have to hold up here till dark, Chief.
I'm not exactly sure why they told the board though.
Just to piss him off.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
And
they're
isn't the
killing him.
army really big on like level and like respect of hierarchy? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that disrespectful to the higher ranked officer?
Does this man look like he respects authority?
I don't know.
The answer is no.
And he's a captain.
I don't know how the hierarchy goes.
Yeah, that colonel was above him for sure.
For sure.
So,
Yeah, he's a
Sergeant.
big guy.
he's a depressed captain.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Ultra
13?
lieutenant plus.
Ah, just 13? It's not a lot.
Private, private second class, private first class, specialist, corporal, sergeant, staff,
need
sergeant,
to-
sergeant first class.
You don't need to name them all.
Are you sure? There's only 5 left.
I want to hear the 5.
Thank you. Master sergeant, first sergeant, sergeant major, command sergeant major.
I'm glad you remembered all of them.
Oh, this one's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Sergeant major of the army.
And then it's the president.
Yes. If you go up the ranks enough, you become president. That's how Joe Biden did it. Haven't you heard?
He was major, super sergeant, lieutenant, second class, plus before he was president. I'm sorry to anyone who's in the military. I'm a dumb 20-year-old and I don't understand shit.
Yep.
And 20 years old is an overstatement.
I'm turning 21 next week, you bitch.
That's
Okay.
next year,
Maybe.
not next week.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Insane.
You two are like
Insane.
siblings.
I hate it.
Glad I don't have any.
Fuck
Oh
you.
man.
I'd beat them up.
Oh my god. I'd beat you up. I'm vicious. I got nails.
You two seem like the type that would beat up your siblings.
Me?
I think something interesting is about to happen in the movie.
Boom boom pow. Oh, hello?
I wasn't expecting a tiger.
Me neither. But
Neither
I guess it's Vietnam. There's
But I
tigers
mean, like,
there.
yes, logical. But I was expecting a man.
Yeah, but that was one of their big problems. They were always
The
expecting
tiger-
men.
A tiger is way more scarier than a man, in my opinion.
Depends if
Like,
they
I'm
have
not scared
napalm.
of men. Well, even napalm is less scary than tigers, in my opinion.
I gotta remember, never get out of the boat.
Napalm is a quick death. Tigers, not so much.
Me in nursing school.
Where's he gonna go?
I think this is the insanity that he was talking about in the intro.
Well, I think it's sanity.
Aw.
Because you need to be insane to stay sane.
Are they actually losing their shit on this in real life too, or like only in the movie?
I think I would lose my shit if I was attacked by a tiger.
Never get out of the boat.
With a name like that, he had to leave.
What did he see here that first tour?
What?
Sorry to any Kurtz out there. I don't respect
Are
your
you-
name. And I
Are
never
you
will.
still on this?
Are you insulting Kurt Russell?
No, because it doesn't have a Z at the end of his name.
Kurtz Russell.
Are you insulting
I
Kurt
would
Russell?
insult Kurtz Russell if that was his name.
Kurt Russell's lesser known brother.
They couldn't talk about it.
They just named their kids Kurt and Kurtz.
Replied 3 times, and he
Guess which one they hated the most.
To resign. They gave it to him.
Come on, baby, let the
Lawrence?
October 1967. What balls. They were
These
gonna nail his
balls.
ass to the floor.
Holy shit. What the fuck is that?
Oh, look at that smile. That is so Lawrence Fishburne.
The fuck are those lights? Is it aliens? UFOs?
No, it's a man in the middle of the Vietnam jungle pretending to be God.
Doing a concert.
Well, pretty sure he's pretending to be Elvis, not God.
He's pretending to be Elvis?
It's the same
Yeah.
thing, Thomas.
I think that's the
Famous
storyline.
guy, not God.
Apocalypse Now, figuring out which one is the real Elvis.
Yep. That's the whole plot of the movie. What the fuck's going on?
Ah,
Oh god.
just what this movie needed. Naked
Oh, no.
ladies.
Damn.
I forgot that there was constant this is for our boys back home.
I said, how you doing out there?
Oh. God damn.
A part of me has to appreciate what was considered absolutely drop dead sex 7.
Well, I just find that pretty weird.
I sure do!
I mean, it's cool, woman dancing, but I don't see the appeal in that. It's just a weird show.
They're gonna insult inside a riot. Uh-oh.
That's
Oh,
terrifying.
that's not good. That's every lady's worst
They're
nightmare.
going crazy.
They're gonna get hurt if they're not careful.
Ah, that's gross.
Now they ruined the show for everyone.
Ah, poor soldiers.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
No. What the fuck's going on? God damn.
He had only two ways home. Death or victory.
That's deep.
Whew, it's weird to see him this young. C'est bizarre.
I've
C'est
only
drôle.
ever seen him in movies where he's older, so this is very strange.
Fucking Arvin, man. They should have killed the fuck. Should have given that fucker a silver star.
They should have killed the fuck.
Good morning, Vietnam. I'm Army Specialist Zach Johnson. I'm now
That guy had a cool name.
we have an important message for all GIs
What was it?
base from the mayor of Saigon.
Zach.
We'd like you to hang a look
Zach Johnson.
on the windowsills. The mayor wants
Of course.
Saigon satisfaction.
Copyrighted work, is it?
For sure. Rolling
Look at
Stones.
those sick moves. What the fuck? Oh, pop off.
Is
That's-
that the captain's board?
No, it's skis.
The
He had them
dudes were-
before. It's water skis, whatever you call
Ah,
that. Let's go.
wow, the moves.
Damn. The main character reminds me of the best friend of Jake in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
As long as our officers and
Yeah, Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
troops in war and tourists in Vietnam.
He really looks like him.
That's
As long as coal,
kind of true, yeah.
food, rock
Yep,
and roll, and all
that's
the
true.
other amenities remain.
Yeah, but they don't want to be there. They want to surf and go talk to girls.
Kurtz orders assassination of 3 Vietnamese men and 1 woman. 2 of the men were colonels in the South Vietnamese army.
This way of telling the story, where he does kind of like a deep voice whisper,
Must have hit the right.
reminds me of either Batman or Rorschach in Watchmen.
Ooh, Rorschach for sure.
Yeah,
I can only relate to Batman.
The army tried one
you need to
last time
watch
bringing back
Watchmen.
the fold,
Good.
and if he
What is
it
it?
all would have been forgotten.
It's a mix between
It's-
Batman and this movie.
Kept going.
It's a
Yeah.
quote unquote superhero movie. but big quotations.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Very violent. Very,
Very
good.
good though.
That sounds like my cup of tea.
And there's one of the characters that speak to the camera like that.
Okay, for the not history buff that I am, is Cambodia at war with Vietnam? Or are they allies or are they neutral?
I couldn't tell ya.
Cambodia was officially a neutral country in the Vietnam War. But they're just gonna dump him there?
Yeah, that's his orders.
He's gonna go crazy.
But what does he do after his mission is accomplished?
Well, there's
Comes
probably
back.
gonna be more boats.
Dear son,
Oh.
I'm afraid that both you and your mother will have been worried at not hearing from me during the past weeks.
Not him. He's reading a letter from Kurtz.
Yeah. I
Okay.
almost did not catch that.
Spent months uncovering them and accumulating.
Oh, they've been here for a while.
They've been there way too long. I think they're maybe one of the forgotten infantries.
Come here. What do you want? Come on inside. I want to talk to you. Come on.
No. That is
can't
the
be good.
typical fake creature of the Feywild that's... Come on inside! It wants something in return. It's gonna trick you.
Oh. Oh no.
That's the Playboy helicopter.
That's
No,
the
indeed.
That's the Playboy helicopter.
What happened?
Hey guys.
God damn.
This is a very quick progression of how contagious insanity is.
That is disgusting.
You got some mamas in there?
Some what?
Can we skip the next 10 minutes?
I'm more intrigued than anything. This whole thing seems super sketchy.
I am disgusted.
Are they crazy too?
I think they all just went insane.
Snatch a crack. Come here. This invisible glass. And they can see your mouth moving. I used to train birds for at least 2 years.
What are they saying?
They're absolutely insane.
Acrimonious, I hate this.
Wow.
What the fuck's going on? You.
What the
What?
fuck?
Huh?
What happened?
There's a buddy in a fridge or something?
Oh.
They're completely insane.
She just told you about how people made her do unconsensual things and you just kiss her? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, I hate men. I hate men. I hate men. I hate men.
Who are you?
Well, I'm next, ma'am.
Oh,
That's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
why is patriarchy a thing? How did men get the power? Oh,
Well,
I hate it here. I hate it here.
These little ducks?
Aww.
Go ahead and search it. What's wrong with you? Go ahead and search it.
There's the goat. Some fish.
Chef.
Bunch of fucking veg. There's nothing
Get
on
on that boat!
There's nothing on it, man.
Get on it!
All right.
Man goes.
What's in the rice bag? Fucking rice.
Well, look in there, Chef. Look at it.
That's fucking fish.
What's in that vegetable basket?
Bucket full of ducks.
There ain't nothing in here.
What's in the boxes? Look in the tin can. That rusty can.
That's fucking rice and that's all. There
Go
ain't
back and
nothing
check
on
the
it.
yellow can. Check the yellow can. She was sitting on it. What's in it?
bro, what the fuck?
What the hell? What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? Yo. Bruh.
she's running for? The fucking puppy.
Oh man, that's heartbreaking. Man,
Oh, be careful.
yo, what the fuck?
Oh.
I'm legit mad.
She's bleeding. Bring her on board. We're taking her to an Arvin.
Look at.
What are you talking about?
We're taking her to some friendlies, Captain. She's wounded. She's not dead. The book says, Captain.
What the fuck?
Right, he has his mission to do. He doesn't have time.
Guess that makes sense.
I guess it's the consequences of their actions.
Well, honestly, yeah. They stuck him on a boat with a bunch of 17-year-olds, 20-year-olds who had never had any military training with someone who has CIA training. And this is the consequences of it.
Yep.
Oh,
Bro,
I want to cry. I hate it here.
We all got flash frozen for the next episode.
It is now time for an intermission, my pets. We'll give all participants a few moments to absorb the events of the first part of the movie while we move on to the second. And, oh boy, if you're watching these episodes back to back, dear viewers, now is the time for those edibles to kick in, because part 2 is about to get hypnotic. See you all next week, everybody.
There are drugs I didn't even know about.
Where are the drugs on this ship?
Give me the drugs!
If you like what you see, if we manage to even give you a little tickle of the shivers, please be a dear and subscribe to our Patreon. In doing so, you'll get a say concerning which movies our fellow captives shall be watching throughout the month, and which of these fine classics should be adapted into a full-fledged D&D game, along with other bonus features as well. If not, please click like and subscribe in the description below. It really does help us out, you know. Next week, we celebrate the end of the year with our very final episode of 2022. The conclusion to this classic war movie, Apocalypse Now. And no one will ever be the same again. Until then, remember this advice from an old undead demi-lich who has seen better days. If you have people you love back home, please take care of them. And if you don't, and if you have no one, please take care of yourself. We'll see you all next year for brand new adventures. Until then, my pets, stay safe, stay warm, and have a happy new year. Toodaloo!